In the scorching midday sun, when the temperature was so high everyone just wanted to find a place to escape the heat, the man unexpectedly spotted a small animal rolling around on the road. It was a newborn, jet-black puppy, its body no bigger than the palm of a hand, curled up in the middle of a deserted road, with not a soul in sight. Perhaps because of its unremarkable appearance or some other reason, the poor puppy was heartlessly abandoned by its owner shortly after birth. The faint whimpers came in intermittent bursts, like the last desperate pleas of a life too young to survive in the scorching sun. Seeing that scene, the man's heart ached. He immediately took a clean paper bag and gently placed the dog inside. He quickly brought the animal back home, a much cooler and safer place than the scorching hot road outside. The first thing he did was carefully wipe away the dust and dirt clinging to his fur, clean his eyes, nose, and paws, and deal with any remaining umbilical cord. Then, the man mixed the milk and used a small syringe to feed it, drop by drop, to the animal, which had been starving for hours. The puppy obediently opened its mouth and drank the milk sip by sip, its little belly gradually filling up after its first meal under loving care. Occasionally, it would let out a soft whimper and nuzzle its head against the man's palm, as if seeking the warmth of its mother. That moment brought tears to the eyes of anyone who witnessed it, and made them feel even more compassion for the little life lost. From that day on, the whole family took turns caring for the dog with all their patience and love. They regularly fed it milk on time, kept it warm, and monitored every little change each day. Because the dog was so small, people even placed it snugly inside a face mask, tied up like a cute little hammock. The image of the dog sleeping soundly in that special hammock made the whole family laugh many times because it was so adorable. Day after day, the little animal gradually grew healthier, its weak whimpers replaced by cheerful, vibrant sounds. The dog was especially attached to its benefactor. Its little tail would wag gently at the sound of familiar footsteps. In just a few months, the abandoned creature had grown into a chubby, healthy, and incredibly playful dog. It loves to run and jump all over the yard, play with everyone, and then trot along after its owner during every walk. Each time it was petted, the dog's eyes would close in contentment, as if it were enjoying a happiness it had never experienced before. Dogs are renowned for their loyalty, always remembering those who have loved and helped them in times of need. Newborn puppies can form very deep bonds with the person who has cared for, protected, and nurtured them from their first days of life. An act of kindness can completely change the fate of a tiny life, transforming loneliness into a loving home. And sometimes, the greatest gift a person receives after rescuing an animal isn't something grand, but rather the animal's unconditional love and lifelong companionship.